you everybody for joining us on this Zoom meeting. This is new territory for Eastbourne Borough Football Club. It's not the Prime Minister speaking from number 10, but this is the next best thing we can do. We have got on the right, as you look, Danny Bloor, manager of Eastbourne Borough, and alongside him is Dean Cox, legend of Eastbourne Borough and other clubs. Thanks for joining us, and we're going to invite questions from afar, from remote questioners, and then I'm Kevin Anderson, and I'm going to throw a few extra questions in due course. And our first questioner is Adam Stenning from the Argus. Adam, fire away.
Firstly, if I may, Danny, it must be obviously great to have the FA Cup against people in opposition, but it must be a shame not to have any fans being able to attend.
Yeah, it is disappointing. However, we know in every aspect of our life what is going on now. We went back into a national lockdown this Thursday, so it's disappointing, but we know where we are. We have to deal with it, and it is what it is. So it is disappointing, as I say, but we know where we are.
Yeah, and Dean, for the players, it must be great to test themselves against League One opposition as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's a break from the league. We're doing really well at the moment, and hopefully we can take that form into Sunday, which we'll be looking to do. You know, so scoring goals, we're keeping clean sheets, so we're going to look to give them a good game. That's for sure.
And Dean, will you use your experience of you've had some FA Cup runs, haven't you, in your career? Will you use that experience to help maybe some of the lads who haven't in the dressing room? Yeah,
absolutely. I'll try my best if they take me serious. No, I'm definitely. You know, obviously the furthest I got to the 5th round, so. Any round's good. You know, the FA Cup's the best competition in the world, and I'm really looking forward to playing, and hopefully we can cause an upset because we've got a good set of lads, and it'd be fantastic for the management and the players and the board and the fans alike to get into the second round. So it'd be great if we could do that.
So, just following up a couple of those issues, Dean, I know that you're a guy who's played one or two quite memorable FA Cup times before. What's your best FA Cup memory?
Yeah, probably 2011 when we played Arsenal. We got a draw at home, and then we managed to get a great day out at the Emirates away, albeit losing 5-0. It was, you know, in front of a massive crowd and a fantastic stadium, and all the lads enjoyed it, and it was a fantastic experience. And hopefully, like we did that season, we used the cup run to go with our league form, like we are at Eastbourne. So I'm hoping that the good form continues. And if I was Blackpool, I certainly would be slightly worried coming down here because we're playing some good stuff at the moment.
And Danny, do you approach a cup game differently from a league game?
No, not at all, Kevin. We approach every game the same. We approach it the same as we did in the previous rounds against Dorking, Sheppey and Dulwich Hamlet. We've done our due diligence on Blackpool. We know their players. We know the ones who are going to be a threat. Obviously, Gary Medine, Jerry Yates, CJ Hamilton. We know about their players. So we certainly don't treat it any differently to any other game.
You always tend to wonder, I think it's 3 divisions, 3 steps, tiers, whatever we call it, between. And I wonder if that is, on the one hand, daunting, on the other hand, does it inspire players to raise their game, or doesn't it matter? Well,
I'll answer that if you want. They're the favourites to win the game on Sunday, Blackpool, and favourites don't always win. And in every round of every cup, there's upsets and banana skins, whatever cliche you want to use, Kevin. And we're just hoping, come 4:30, 5 o'clock Sunday, that we cause an upset here at Priory Lane. That's what the aim is. But all the pressure's on Neil and his team. We're here to enjoy it. Our whole football club, from the players to the management to the board of directors to all the backroom staff. We're here to enjoy it. But make no mistake about it, Blackpool are supposed to win the game. However, sometimes, as I say, there's upsets.
And Dean, we were saying that the team is in really good shape at the moment. I think it's played 8 and only 1 defeat. Is there a secret to that?
Hard work. I think that's all it is, hard work, togetherness, having a good group, there's no egos, we all work hard for each other, and I feel they're the main factors of this season. And the boss has recruited well. It's probably the best squad I've been involved in since I've been here, that's for sure. And I think everyone needs to take credit, and we're all in it together. It's going to be a great day, but like the boss said, we want to win the game, so we're looking forward to it.
And Danny, in terms of team selection, you haven't needed to do an awful lot of selection since the first couple of matches. Really, you've got yourself a settled shape and a pretty clear settled side.
Yeah, I think for any level of football, Kevin, that's a must. I feel, when you're chopping and changing, we've seen in our last couple of games the opposition have made lots of changes. I know in my mind what the side will be come kick off on Saturday. But I think it's the way we need to be going. We can chop and change in some positions. I look at good sides over the years, and I feel if you keep a settled goalkeeper, a settled back four, you can change your front players, but I think it's vital that, injuries permitting, obviously we forget that we lost Nick Arnold in the first 10 minutes of that first FA Cup game against Dorking, and I think that's been a massive miss. That's no disrespect to James Vaughan, because he's developing into the role. So I think the more you can keep a settled side, the more likelihood of victory you will have.
Dean, we said at the first question, I think, that there was. It's a shame that there are no fans in, but they will at least be watching from afar, because we've got the joy of having live coverage. I wonder how much it affects. Can you still think of this as a home game? Is what I'm getting at. Yeah,
you have to. I think, like you said, I think it's the only downside of it is for the club and the players and alike, is that the fans, that they can't come and enjoy the day, because obviously it would have been better if they could, but obviously with things that are going on in the world at the moment, that's not going to happen. So we've had to adjust. Everyone's had to adjust, but we're going to treat it, like the boss said, like a league game. So we're going to turn up, and we're a hard-working side. We play a certain way, and we're going to stick to that. Whoever comes here to play us, and give them a good game.
And actually, Danny, Paul don't usually play on 3G. Is that a factor?
I think it's something that hopefully will be in our advantage, but who knows? I mean, Blackpool have never played here before, so it's all the same come kick-off. But if football league clubs are not allowed to have a 4G surface, so some professionals don't like playing on it, particularly the senior ones. So I'll answer that question for you, Kevin, after the game.
Fair enough. It's Thursday evening, and you've got a training session tonight. Pretty much routine, really. This week has been a normal week in terms of preparation, or is anything different? Well,
it's not quite been a normal week, because normally we'd be playing on a Tuesday night, and it's been really tough. The boys played, I think it was 8 games in 28 days or some statistic like that. So it's actually been really nice not to have to play on the Tuesday. Albeit, whatever happens Sunday, whether we're in the hat or not, we have to entertain Ebbsfleet on Tuesday night. So it's been really tough, but it's been a great week. Listen, we're not full time. A lot of our boys have to work very hard, and to have photos on Tuesday, to be doing something like this, a press conference, to the game being on television, it's been a privilege for the management and the players to be involved. But we don't want the journey to end.
I always find a left field question. Coxie, do you prefer scoring goals or setting them up?
Setting them up.
Certainly this season.
Setting them up, yeah. I don't know. That's just the way I've always been, to be fair. Every manager I've had would always judge me on assists. So yeah, I always look to make sure double figures at least. I'm on 5 at the minute, I believe. So I'm halfway there already. But I look to smash the 10 if I can. Keep the form going, and hopefully a couple on Sunday would be nice if selected.
And Danny's left field question. You're dressed for training, I think, tonight, but are you going to be in your tracksuit on Sunday or in a nice dapper suit and tie?
I thought you would have known the answer to that, Kevin, if you study things correctly. I always wear a collar and tie for home games, because usually you're meeting the fans and you want to sort of make the right image. And then away games, I normally dress more casually. So I'll categorically be wearing the whistle and flute on Sunday.
Well, we've got one or two other players, in fact, in the auditorium. They're hanging on every word that, you know, this wisdom we've got from the front here. But we wonder if we can bring one of them up. Oh,
You're sorry, Charlie.
there's Charlie Walker, the club captain. Hi, Charlie. Good
Hello.
to have you with us. I'm starting with my left field question for you, which is, what difference does the beard make?
Just a bit heavier. No, it just shows my age, doesn't it? But I just have to keep it there, or my partner will kill me.
Okay, you're not sort of keeping it on until we're out of the cup or something like that?
No, there's a couple of the boys doing that, but one's sitting over there, but I won't talk about him.
But more seriously, it has been a really good start to the season. What do you put it down to?
I think Coxey said it all really. The work rate from everyone. I say it to a lot of people when we're here. Danny has this way about him that he gets everything out of every single player, and you can go through the team and pick out their qualities and what they're doing well. But if one of us isn't working hard and not doing your bit, then we don't perform well.
Sunday, it's a slight oddity playing on a Sunday rather than Saturday. I know obviously the Premier League, they play all over the time, but you've got an extra day off, so there's an extra left field question. What are you going to do on Saturday afternoon?
God, I have no idea. It's quite a strange one because I think even at our level you get into a routine of what you do. You're going into work in the week, and you train on a Tuesday, you train on Thursday, you have your Friday night in, and then Saturday you're ready to go and play. But with that extra day, it just throws a little spanner into the work. So I'm going to have to sort out my routine somewhere, but it'll just be a chilled one Saturday, I think, watch the football and get ready for the next day.
Tell us about being captain, club captain.
Yeah, it's a massive honour. I've never been captain before in my career. When I spoke to Danny about it, I was quite shocked, and I told him that because it's not like for a striker, it's not always the way to be captain. It's normally a centre half or someone a bit more demanding in the middle of the pitch. But I think Danny saw in me the leadership I had in the changing room. A lot of people don't see that because you don't see what goes on, but I like to get around the young boys, and I like to I'm quite a joker, and I like to have a laugh with everyone and hopefully bring all the boys together. And so I think that's more the reasons he picked me.
Danny, the format of the competition, it was thrust upon us actually, of course, over the shortened season, but no replays, not even extra time, straight to penalties. How have you found that?
Well, I don't think that's quite the case on Sunday. There is extra time, isn't there? So on Sunday we go the 90 minutes extra time, then penalties. Personally, I like it. I was talking to our club secretary, Jan Field, last season when we drew here with Salisbury in the FA Trophy, and we had to go down there for a game that was that called off, and we had to go down there again. So I think we're in 2020 now. We all have to move with the times, and I don't think, you know, when we get back to normal times, you'll ever see replays again. I think it's great. We know Sunday we'll be leaving this ground either in the hat or not in the hat. So much better for me.
And it's now 4:30 on Sunday, and it's gone to penalties. Will you already know who your 5 penalty takers are?
Well, we won on penalties at Dorking. I don't see a great need to particularly change them, but you just don't know, do you? Certain people may not be on the pitch, so we just have to, like we do with everything, we just cross that bridge when we come to it, Kevin. But when we won on penalties at Dorking, when you've got a young left back on loan from QPR who has the courage to step up and take what turned out to be the crucial penalty, it just shows what we have amongst the players, whether it's your youngest player, your oldest player, or your inexperienced players. They'll all be confident, because we try and instill confidence into the boys.
And Charlie, FA Cup memories?
I would say my biggest one was when I was at Luton. We played in the the second round, I believe. It was my first start for them, and it was Bury, and it wasn't my greatest game. I was quite nervous and that, but then we actually got through against them, and we played Cambridge in the third round, and they beat us in the last minute, and then they went on to get United. So I was a little bit gutted with that one, because that was I think that's always the dream for any non-league player, really, is to draw a Premier League team in a round. So I'd say that's my biggest memory, though.
So that's obviously a target for this season.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, we wouldn't be sitting here if we didn't all think we'd have a chance. So we're definitely going to go out there Sunday and hopefully get into the second round.
I mean, I was asking the boys just now about the difference in status, so-called status, in tiers. Does it actually raise your game when you're playing a higher level club?
I don't think so. I think we say it in the change room a lot, that if this was to raise our game, then we'd be cheating ourselves every Saturday, because like Danny's instilled into all of us, it's giving 100% every single game in the league, or whether it be cup. So no, I don't think it would be fair to go out there and raise our game. I think we just got to play it like a normal league game and see how it goes.
Well, it's been really fascinating, guys. Much appreciated, and we haven't had questions from afar. I can tell you that there's a whole host of people have been listening in, and I think our wizard cameraman Graham is going to make it available beyond, so there'll be a lot more people tuning in, and a huge number on Sunday, of course. And even though they're not in the ground with you, I'm sure you'll feel the force. So thanks very much indeed. No offence in the least to the pool. But all the best to you boys from all of us around the club here at Langley Sports Club, Eastbourne Borough.
Cheers,
Thanks very much, everybody, for tuning in. And stay tuned. Eastbourne Borough Official is our YouTube channel. ebfc.co.uk is our website for all the news, and BT Sport on Sunday afternoon.